Classic in 2012.
My brain doesn't even register. Oh crap, we're live. Hi, guys. It is Thursday night. This is the High Spots virtual gimmick table. I am the guru, Tommy Thomas, and the man to my... Oh, this is more than a man right here. Look at these arms. Just these arms alone are bigger than my whole upper half. Please, sir, introduce or reintroduce yourself to the world.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Adam, the Beef King Share, FKA, WWE Superstar Braun Strowman. How's everybody doing out there in, what are we on, cyber universe land, whatever, technicalities.
All of it. All of it. And did you call yourself the Beef King?
I am the Beef King.
Is it because of this thing?
I'm a meat castle.
I think you're more than a meat castle. I think you're a meat planet.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. That's my final form. You know, once you hit, what's that, 4,000, that's what I turn into as a planet.
See, you guys are hearing this here first. He will be a planet soon enough.
Don't get caught in my gravitational force field. You'll get absorbed into the meat castle.
Absolutely. Phrasing. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, we have about 25 minutes left for personalizations over at highspotsauctions.com. So head on over there to get your personalizations done with the meat castle, the meat planet, the meat universe right here. But for the first time ever on VGT, we're going to try something super experimental because you guys know I like to do some experimental things. So this gentleman has agreed to paint his massive hands. Do you mind showing him how big those hands are? These massive hands, bright red, and then put them on this art canvas, and he is going to sign. How many of these we got, Michael? 10?
Yeah, we have 11, but we don't expect all of 11 to come out right. So we'll see how many we have in the end.
So
I've never done this before.
Never. Not even once in the history of everything. In all the history has he ever done anything like this before. So we're going to get started. If you don't mind, sir, can I please have your hands? Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I'm about to get these hands, aren't I? Oh, man. All right, here we go. You ready? This is... Yeah, we got to get it all up in the crevice right there.
All the nooks and crannies.
Yeah. This is, and if you don't, we'll go over more towards the tray. So that way.
Flexible.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I was blessed with many great features. Flexibility and a hairline wasn't one of them.
We're gonna get one more little dab on here. There
So
we
get
go.
all that mitt.
There we go. Oh, see, you know what's up.
We get that left hand in.
Yep, and here we go, right over here, and we're gonna try to make this as quick as possible. See, I said you should have just dunked
I wonder
your
about
hand
like
in.
this.
Oh, like some lotion. There we go.
What's the lotion on the skin?
Or else it gets the hose again. All right.
Flicked it on myself. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's see if this is going to work.
And just make sure you press them down. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Boom! Abstract art.
You guys see that?
Hold it up.
This is absolutely incredible. His hands are bigger than my face, legit. All right, we're gonna keep this rolling. Let's apply a little bit more paint, or you think you got it?
I think we're pretty
All right,
good. Let's try
keep it
Let's see if
rolling.
we get 2 for 1 out of this. Boom! The second one might be even better.
Oh, we have got 2 now so far. While we're here doing this, yeah, we're gonna reload these hands a little bit. Here we go. We're just we'll do like the lotion thing. There we go.
Boom.
See, you know what's.
Can I eat this?
No, do not eat. Do not eat it.
All right.
Oh,
That one might be the best.
man.
Yeah, they're getting better.
You got to reload every time. Right?
I'm getting the
man,
technique. Yeah, I gotta
here
put
we
a little
go.
more force on
Here
it.
we go. There we go.
All right.
We're gonna put that one down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You've literally got the biggest hands I've ever seen on any human being, animal, anything else.
And that's why everybody gives me a hard time for wearing a fanny pack. It's because it's easy to get my stuff out of it. I can't fit my hands in my pockets. Let's be for real. I'm larger than nature intended.
Is that one of the best travel secrets you can give to people
Oh,
out
without
there?
a doubt. When I used to do strongman competitions, I used to carry snacks in it. Now I just carry my wallet and stuff in it because I learned that food goes bad fast when you don't refrigerate it. And sometimes you get a yucky tummy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you even hit it with the wiggle. I like that. He hit it with the wiggle on it. We're going to get a little bit more on these hands. Here we go.
I learned the wiggle from one of my old coaches, Norman Smiley.
Yo, shout out to Norman Smiley.
The big wiggle.
What's your favorite Norman Smiley moment, rather on screen or off?
Oh man, I'm gonna call Kalisto out. Manny, my buddy Manny. One time when we were developmental training, Norman said something about hands and knees, and he meant to get on all fours on the mat. And Kalisto put his hands on his knees and stood there and looked at him. And Norman was like, "No, that's not it. All fours." That's probably the funniest thing. Norman's an unbelievable human being, very knowledgeable. If anybody ever get a chance to pick his brain, do it. He's gonna be mad that I'm telling people to talk to him.
Are you an extremely talkative person? Or are you one
It
of those?
depends. Depends. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. If I'm talking about myself, of course. Let's be for real. Wrestler, entertainer, professional wrestler, whatever
And
we call ourselves these days. I mean, if we're talking about ourselves, let's be for real. I'm the king at putting myself over.
Well, and right now you're the king of not only these canvases here, but you are also the king of fashion. I've heard you started your own fashion line. Is this the Meat Mansion, the Meat Castle fashion house?
Yeah, so it is. Yeah, my clothing brand, Meat Castle Clothing, is where like you'll be able to get all my new merch and stuff. This fancy Rise shirt, which everyone will figure out what the meaning is behind this. October 2nd, Fight TV, Control Your Narrative, Free the Narrative 2, me versus a friend or a foe, EC3, who comes out alive.
I think it's gonna be you, cause like, dude, there are literal giraffes that have crossbreeded with bears that are smaller than you. Like you were literally.
Dude, you talk about funny, like crazy animals like that. So recently I've had, with my little time off that I've had some opportunities to travel around and do some stuff. I actually went to Myrtle Beach Safari to Doc Antle's. If any of you guys have seen Tiger King, he was on there. Unbelievable human being, unbelievable place. But I got to see up close and personal and bottle feed a 900-pound liger. I've never felt so demasculated and like tiny human, like when you really realize that there's things out there on this earth. Like, dude, I'm telling you, this thing's head was like this big around. Standing on its back legs, it's 12 and a half feet tall and weighs 900 pounds.
Jeez.
It was a humbling experience to say the least. And then got to go swimming with a 9,000-pound elephant. And took a back body drop into the river or whatever we were on out there. It was fun. Check out my Instagram. You can see a bunch of that crazy stuff. Adam Share 99. Cheap plug.
Do you have any more other cheap plugs right now that you want to get? Because we're in the plugging section of the show, so let's just get all the plugs in right now.
Well, as I said, the biggest thing right now on the agenda of what we're pushing is the Control Your Narrative, the Narrative 2. There's a lot of faces you guys are going to recognize in it. Weston Blake, formerly Wesley Blake, stuff like that, EC3, a lot of other guys. It's something really cool. It's something different that I don't think anybody's really doing. It's an opportunity, to have full creative control. Like, we do what we want. We do all production in-house, our music, soundboard, everything. Like, we were still filming last night. Like, I was downtown Orlando last night at like 11 o'clock filming some stuff, trying to get it wrapped up. I'm really, really excited what we have going forward with this. I think it's going to be cool. And saying that once we release it, we're going to start doing some like fanfare access things where we sit down and watch it with the fans, do Q&A afterwards. You get a ticket price for the merch, autograph signing, hang out with the guys, and we're going to take that on the road. So something different. It's kind of cool having an opportunity, to just to do stuff. If I was very fortunate in my time with WWE, but it was very, very time consuming. I didn't have a lot of time to do other things. So now that in my downtime, when I'm trying to figure out what I want to do when I grow up, I get an opportunity to go out and, explore different avenues, try different things, and I'm enjoying it. I definitely miss being in the squared circle, though. I promise you that.
That's absolutely incredible. It's like,
Through a trade.
yeah, just drop them all right here, dude. We have come prepared for this situation. We're just thankful that you were so willing to do that and so gracious to do that. Is that something you were not to dive too deep, but is that something you were like kind of raised with, that kind of gracious humbleness?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't grow up with much. I mean, my mom's disabled from a car accident when I was a kid, so she couldn't work, and my dad worked a normal job, stuff like that, 9 to 5, and, we got by. I didn't live a lavish life. I didn't have a lot of things, but we always had food on the table and opportunities. My dad played professional softball, which, I mean, he's named the greatest player in history, but there's not a lot of money in that, so we did what we did to get by, and that's it. I mean, my parents were very supportive in anything that I did. They were always behind me, but, I did so many different things trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I used to travel the country playing paintball. I played semi-professional football. What all? I trained dogs.
You were a rosebud.
I was a rosebud. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what got me, seeing the Vince himself saw me doing the rosebud gimmick. He goes, "Why is this guy doing this?" That's my Vince impersonation. It's not that great.
What do you think your best impersonation is of any human being on the planet, and can you do it for us right now?
Me asleep.
That was a spot on impersonation of this gentleman sleeping right here.
I sleep sitting up a lot, which is crazy.
That can't be good for the spine.
Neither's taking bumps, but we do that.
That's an absolutely big fact. So you did talk about Tiger King for a minute. What are you streaming right now? Like outside of your own current creation with the Free the Narrative, what are you streaming?
Honestly, too, I've been so busy with all this other side projects. We launched me and a friend of mine, my nutritionist and my training partner, Quentin. He's the head trainer down at Redcon One's gym in Boca Raton. We started a YouTube show called My Life, My Rules, and that's where the first couple of episodes are at Myrtle Beach Safari at Doc Antwell's place, swimming with elephants, swimming with tigers, playing with hyenas, doing all this stuff. And it's a lifestyle thing, it's showing that, get out and live. Life's short. You get one chance at this, you get one shot on this earth, and it's about making the most out of it. It's having fun, being around like-minded people, and doing things that you have fun with and enjoy. And that's the message that we're pushing on that. So if you get a chance, check it out. Like, subscribe, follow, whatever the click is that everybody says to do. But yeah, it's My Life, My Rules on YouTube. We got merch coming out for that, and lots of other big stuff. I have a supplement line coming out that'll be launching around the first of the year. We're going global with it right off the get-go. 31 countries around the world. We're still in logistics, finalizing names and stuff like that, but I'm going to be doing probably a national tour in the United States where basically just wrapping a bus up in the logo and doing a tour going around to different gyms, working out, and hopefully piggybacking the narrative on top of that where we do a traveling wrestling show along with it, and just doing stuff to have fun. And that's it. That's the whole motto around the My Life, My Rules, everything. That's how I live my life now. It's just quality of life. There's certain things that you work hard for and you realize once you get it, like you want to keep it, you want to enjoy it. And it's being able to share that stuff, sharing memories, experiences. And I've been so very blessed and fortunate to have the time that I did with WWE. It gave me a shot at life that I could have never imagined. Growing up with nothing in a little town, my family came from not much. We've had a lot of hardships and stuff through the family. And then being able to, make something out of myself, make a pretty good living at it, to say the least, and being able to do things for my parents, do things for my family, my loved ones, and now have an opportunity to do this. I mean, this is, at the end of the day, I know it's a WWE slogan motto. I like putting smiles on people's faces, and I think that I'm pretty good at it at times. So I'm just going to continue to do that, living my life, traveling around and meeting people and having fun.
Dude, that's absolutely incredible. And speaking of putting smiles on faces, are there any organizations, causes that are near and dear to you that you think that the fans out here should just kind of look for, or look at, or?
I do a lot of stuff with the Boys and Girls Club, the Be a Star, things like that. I'm really big on the anti-bullying. Growing up a husky little kid, I got bullied and stuff like that. And I'm very, very big on mental health and mental awareness and stuff. It's something that people don't talk about enough. Everybody struggles with it. I've gone through some really deep, dark times, and there's been some documentaries where I've talked about some of the things that I've gone through, and being doubting myself, and I'm a big advocate for that. There's some stuff I can't talk about quite yet, but I'll break the news on it when I'm allowed to, that I'm dabbling into that lifestyle to be able to motivational speak and help. I really want to talk with younger kids and stuff that go through. I mean, bullying's something that everybody deals with. It's never going to go away, and it's something that you got to learn to take that negative energy and turn it into a positive fuel. And remember, the world wants you here. You're important to the world, and so many people take their lives and do irrational things because of they're perceptive of what someone else says to them or what someone else thinks, and they're so worried about everybody's opinion instead of worrying about really what matters and the people that actually care about you. And that toxic world that social media is now, where people get caught up in these whirlwinds of just name calling and finger pointing and just being mean for no reason, when in the grand scheme of things, if you really broke it down, and a lot of those people that lash out and stuff like that, they're dealing with things themselves. They're dealing with problems, mental health problems, and things that are weighing on them, and their way of coping with it is to push their negativity and their bad energy on somebody else, because it makes them feel good being able to, belittle somebody else. They find pleasure in that, and that's something I'm really, really big in trying to bring more awareness to and stuff with everything that's going on the last year and a half with how crazy the world's been with COVID and stuff like that. This is when we're human beings. Human beings, when we work together, we're unstoppable. And when you start pulling everything apart, you see what happens. Things fall apart, and it's sad.
Yeah, man. Before I let you go, because we're coming up on time here, is there anything that the fans at home should really know about you, the man, that most fans just don't normally see? Something that where it's like, hey, you like maybe to collect bottle caps or something. Just something that most people wouldn't really know or expect out of someone that looks like $1 million, you know?
I like working on cars. So before I got into wrestling and stuff like that, I grew up literally 45 minutes from where we're sitting right now. I grew up in Lake Norman. I worked at a garage in Denver, North Carolina called the Pit Stop for 11 years. I was a mechanic, and I still enjoy doing that, even though it's, thinking mechanic and trying to get these mitts into small places, it doesn't work that great. But stuff like that, I'm big in cars. I have a pretty decent car collection. I like drag racing. I like to think that I'm probably the biggest, fastest human on earth. I can't think of anybody that's my size that drag races and stuff like that. So I'm big in that. And then outdoorsy stuff. I just like being outside. I think for the first 5 years I was with WWE, I didn't even have cable or internet or anything at home, just because when I was home, that's the last thing I wanted to do, being on the road, being in front of the microscope that is the world and stuff all the time. I would just check out and go camping. I have a tree tent. That might be the weirdest thing. I think it's called Tencel. It has 3 anchor points, and you can hang it up anywhere. It's got ratchet straps, and it's a tree tent. I literally set up in my backyard sometimes and just lay out there and listen to the birds.
That's incredible. Please plug everything one more time before we let you go.
Control Your Narrative, Free the Narrative 2, October 2nd on Fight TV. It's pre-order available right now on Vimeo, meatcastleclothing.com for my merch, all kinds of crazy stuff on there, from automotive to weightlifting to now with the new stuff with the narrative. Stay tuned, the supplement company coming out, some other things. My Life, My Rules on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter, AdamShare99. I'm pretty active on most of that. You guys will see silly. Oh, I started a TikTok. I just thought about that. I started a TikTok, and I'm in a war with my girlfriend right now, Raquel Gonzalez. Cheap plug for her, NXT Women's Champ. Go, girl. We're in a war right now of who gets the most followers, and she made a video the other day, and it went viral in 24 hours, had over 1 million views. So go check it out and leave your comments on it. Let me know what you think.
You got no chance against her.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I outkicked my coverage by like 50 football fields.
Dude, that's awesome. Bro, real talk, man, you are a much deeper soul than I think anyone ever gives you credit for, because they see you as just this big dude, and you're a really deep dude, man.
I appreciate it. I've been trying to break the stereotypical, look at me, fee, fi, fo, fum, I'm going to eat your kids and lift weights and do all this stuff. I'm breaking that mold, just because I look like this doesn't mean I can't be like this.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to let you head to the back and sign more personalizations. But while we do that, Big State's going to play the rules for you one more time before we get the show officially started.